isiah-factor-uncensored Funny Azz Friday.
And welcome to Funny Azz Friday. Our guests are here at the Improv. Glad to see you, Trinity. Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Bob. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right. Bob.
Hi.
Good to see you, Bob.
Nice to meet
And of
you.
course, we have Blame. So our first topic here on Funny Azz Friday is weird addictions and guilty pleasures. So Blame, let's start with you on the end. What are some of your weird addictions and guilty pleasures? And I'll kick it off. As a kid, I used to eat Argo starch out the box because my mom and sisters did, and so it's just weird as hell. But how about you? Top that.
So one of my, I guess, I don't know if it's a guilty pleasures, I would say, is when I was a kid. I don't know why I did this, but I used to leave out of my bedroom. So my grandmother had like a little duplex house, and the laundry room and the kitchen was all in the same space, in the same square. So I would leave out of my bedroom and come put my head and sleep on the dirty clothes in the kitchen. I was a kid, that was just my thing. I would get out the bed and sleep on the dirty clothes pile, laying in front of the washing machine, and just sleeping. I remember my grandmother telling me, just leave him alone, he's comfortable. And
So would that be a weird addiction or a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. Well, maybe both. It kind of, I didn't know where to go with that, but that, I mean, I remember doing that as a kid, yeah.
What about you, Bob?
I've tried every single illegal drug.
Okay, he alive.
I don't know, I started smoking cigarettes when I was 12.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I used to
How did
buy-
that happen? 12 years old?
Yeah, my stepdad used to buy them for me because I couldn't buy them at the store. And
Surely you're making all this up, right?
no. Yeah, I'm having a late life crisis. I just started smoking cigarettes again.
Okay.
Yep, so good for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You don't know which way to go with that one.
Like, that's it.
So what about you, Trinity?
I mean, well, shoot, I feel like I need to get up, because they talking about he laying on your dirty pillows and stuff, whatever.
Wait, it's not my pillow.
Well, he said dirty laundry. You don't wash your pillows. So that's it.
You won't ever let that go.
Ever. Y'all, Isaiah don't wash his pillows. Anyway,
I didn't know you had to wash pillows.
Here we go.
Did you guys, wait, we can't let this go. Did you guys know you had to wash your pillows?
Well, pillowcases.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dirty.
Pillowcases, but
But
not
we
the
had an
pillow.
etiquette expert on, and they say you're supposed to wash your whole damn pillow.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Oil and stuff. is
Listen,
sitting
I don't know.
Here we go.
Pillows are like disposable. After so long, you throw them away and replace them because they get flat and,
baller.
stained out and stuff like that. That's just something that you replace after a
See,
while, like
Trinity.
toothbrushes and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, the toothbrush, now you're going too far, but with the pillow, you do know if you put it in the washer and in the dryer, it fluffs itself back up.
Didn't know that.
I just know I'm not going to the laundromat with a bunch of pillows.
Yeah, I did
You're
stay at
a freak with those pillows.
Look at him. Wonder what he got going on in his house. Probably a lot of drugs.
I was staying at a hotel one time, and it just kind of caught me off guard. This guy, I was doing a gig, and he came back downstairs, and he was like, "Hey, do y'all pillows have duck feathers in them? Because I'm allergic to duck feathers. I need some pillows with no feathers in them." I was like, wow.
Yeah, listen, it's a pillow thing.
But did we even get to you?
No. It's cool.
You just threw everybody
My
off.
bad. I talked about your dirty pillow. But mine, I feel like my guilty, it's weird, but mine is more so if I find something online or if I'm watching a show, like I become a detective. I have to find out everybody. I need to find out about the mama, the cousin, what caused that thing or whatever. And then I also, I guess it's a guilty pleasure that I like to beat the GPS. Like if it say 11:36, I'm like, 11:32 it is.
Yeah.
We got that. I just like my friends say, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Did you die though?" Like, relax.
Yeah.
So I guess that's mine. Clearly, I need to step my game up.
Exactly, Trinity. You've got to have some weird stuff going on somewhere.
I mean, I thought I did. I
Looked at me.
need to try some drugs or something. I really now I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. Haven't lived life.
Yeah.
And Blaine, what about you? Any other pleasures or addictions, weird things?
Oh man. You know, I would say I'm kind of in the wintertime. Oh man. I don't like to be cold. So I might stretch a shower out a little long or something. You know what I mean? I might stretch a shower out. I don't like to be cold, man. You know what I mean? I might shower a day and a half, or you know what I mean, something like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Today, I will skip a shower. Not like if I'm going outside, but yeah, I definitely be like, we're good.
Yeah.
So you'll skip a shower? I mean, for a whole day?
Don't judge me. I mean, if I'm not going anywhere.
And this is the one who's talking about my dirty pillows.
I ain't
dirty
looking
ass.
on my pillows, though. I call myself out.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, like, if I'm gonna be at home or whatever, and I took a shower, like, I'd be like, I'm good.
And like if I'm just
Change clothes, though.
if I'm in the neighborhood and I ain't really going nowhere, I'll wear like stuff that I've been flopping around the house. I'll wear that a couple of days around the house because I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's weird or a guilty pleasure, but yeah, man.
He wasn't showering during COVID because of us.
Thank you, guys. We'll have more Funny Azz Friday on Factor Uncensored coming your way. We're talking about toxic in-laws, so keep it right there. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored Funny Azz Fridays. Now, many of us have those relatives and in-laws that we hate being around, and we call them toxic in-laws. So we have our panel here to talk about this. So, Jamie, let's begin with you. Do you have any toxic in-laws, and what is it like?
I have been married for a long time, so I can just tell everyone it's all about open communication, kindness, fake your own death, move to a different state. That's the ticket. And I just want to say, let's have a break here for a moment. I love my mother-in-law.
You better say that. Oh, you know better. You better say that.
Bob, what is your life like with those toxic in-laws?
Well, I just met my boyfriend's parents for the first time on Christmas of last year. We've been together for about almost 2 years. And on Christmas, I met his mother, who's 58. My boyfriend's 35, so he's a little younger than me. And his mom's new husband is 42, and I'm 43. So, you know, that wasn't toxic. It was just embarrassing.
Wait, you consider yourself a cougar or what?
Yeah, I don't know what the language is for gay people.
He a leopard.
All right, JCann, what about you?
Oh, I don't have any toxic in-laws because I'm single out here. I will say that the grandmothers love me, though. Grandmothers do love me. Toxic. I've been in a situation with toxic in-laws. You know, being her daddy used to have problems, but it's all good because at the end of the day, he can be daddy. I'm Zaddy with a Z.
Now, what's the difference between daddy and zaddy?
So daddy see her in the daytime. Zaddy see her at night. It's a time zone thing.
Any relatives you guys have a tough time dealing with other than just in-laws? What about relatives, Jamie?
I don't want to go back to my mother-in-law, but she just keeps coming to mind. So I'm going to... Like, you have to do little tricks that are subtle but not aggressive. So, for example, when she said she was going to move to Houston, I live downtown, so I just started sending her Zillow links to houses in the Woodlands, and I told her that's still Houston. So just, you got to find subtle ways to keep them at arm's length. I feel like that's the trick.
So it must be a tough time for you during the holidays, right?
Listen, nobody can be as toxic as my own mother, so I feel like I can last for like a day. And remember, there's always alcohol. There's always alcohol.
All right, Bob, any relatives out there?
I have a little bit of an embarrassing story about my boyfriend and I went to go visit my parents last year in Chicago, and I'm here in Houston for the last 20 years, and it was hard enough for my mom to accept me being gay, but then when she found out I was also working as a strip club DJ, she was a little bit,
That's what she drew the line.
she's like,
Enough already, damn it.
and then, I don't know, she asked about other things I could do in my life to, get out of this, and she's like, why did you try out for Jeopardy again? It was her first
Did you actually try out for Jeopardy?
Yeah, and I didn't make it past the first round. It's not a plan.
JCann, any relatives that you avoid like the plague?
Well, in my younger days, I used to cougar hunt a lot. So I would date older women, and their grandkids would have a problem with me dating their grandmother. But to me, it's not a problem because that's how I'm built.
It didn't feel unusual to you? I mean...
No. You know, they show love. It's, the best part is like when you go to Luby's, right? And you have a dinner date at Luby's at 3 o'clock, that's the best time because she's going to be asleep. I can still go out. You got to think smarter.
She introduces you, here's Bay and here's my baby.
Mm-hmm. And they be older than me.
Well, thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored and this Funny Azz Friday. We'll have more Funny Azz Friday coming your way. We will have JCann with a stand-up here at the Improv. We're coming to you from the Improv on this Funny Azz Friday, so don't go anywhere.
Funny Azz Friday.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored from the Houston Improv. Now it's time for our first stand-up comedian. We have JCann from Acres Homes, where they still sell fish plates and chitlin dinners on a Friday night. You got to get there. He's headlining his own tour around the country, and he's also known as My Phone Went Off. Give it up for JCann.
Thank y'all. Y'all give it up for Isaiah, big shoe wearing, professional K&G shopper. I'm so glad to be doing this for Fox 26, man. I started to bring some fans with me, aka my aunt. But I can't bring her because she one of them things we like to call ghetto. She ghetto, and she got a crush on Isaiah. And my ghetto aunt not finna be here. Oh my God, it's Isaiah! I love his little voice. And hey, how you doing? You not about to be at my grandma's house on Thanksgiving doing live broadcasts at the table. It's just not gonna happen. My aunt is really, really ghetto. I did a show recently in Austin, and my name was in the billboard, it's in the lights, you know, first time my name in the lights, and she was passing by, and next thing you know, she see the sign with my name on it, she put the car in reverse. Reverse, Terry, put it in reverse, Terry. Quick. Backed up, got out, started taking pictures. She started taking nude shots with I was like, why you taking nude shots with my name? Started spreading like Lil' Kim in front of my sign. Oh, this my nephew, Nim. Says it's my name, it's no Nim, it's just me. It's nobody else, Auntie. But I sure appreciate the support I get from her. I told her I was in music videos the other day. She didn't call me a video vixen. She said, oh, you a kangaroo cougar. I said, what? You just be hopping around to different videos. I said, Auntie, you take your medicine today or what? So, she back in jail now, so. That's my time, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm JCann from Chitlin Circuit Acres Home.
Give it up for JCann. Which jail is your auntie in? I can put some money on her books. Still to come here on The Factor Uncensored, we're talking about being too loud and too proud. We'll be back with more Funny Azz Friday. And welcome back to Funny Azz Friday on The Factor Uncensored. We're here at the Houston Improv, and we have some of our favorite comedians joining us tonight. So the next topic, guys, for you guys, is there such a thing as too loud and too proud, culturally and sexually, or sexually, you know what I mean. Trinity, take it.
All right, I'm gonna go. So I think that why this question is even coming up is because I feel like, especially in the black community, we are really like black right now. And I'm down with it. Like, we are very, like, whatever. I think on the sexuality side, that's what you was trying to say.
Yeah.
It was a lot. But I think, I feel, in my personal opinion, this goes towards flamboyant gay men. I think that's where it becomes the whole too loud, too whatever. In my opinion, these people are not bothering you, respectfully. So if these people are living their life and they want to have rainbow booty pads and all this stuff, it really ain't none of your business. Let these people do
The last time you seen a rainbow booty pad?
June 26th, and that the pads was padded, and then I was like, where you found a rainbow one? But I just feel like, you know, a lot of people, they get uncomfortable around it, and sometimes it's because maybe you need to come to the parade too. Uh-oh.
And sometimes we could get into trouble when we're loud, like traveling abroad,
Dubai.
you know?
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, that was it for me. I saw that about her. I mean, and the thing about it is that you realize how blessed we are being here, that we can be somewhat loud, whereas in there, like, she literally was frustrated. She made, you know, she was too loud, and now she's stuck. And I mean, that's scary that, you know, especially for me, being an African-American woman, I'm loud. I mean, I don't need a mic because I'm loud, but I don't want to have to go to jail because of part of who I am, like, culturally, and just, that's just my personality.
All right. Blaine, let's hear from you.
I don't think that a such thing as being too loud and too proud culturally or sexually. I just think that it's a time and a place for
How come
women.
everybody can say sexually, but I can't? Sexuality. Because I wash my damn pillows.
Part of the-
Go ahead, Blaine.
It's part of a new generation vocabulary. Don't worry about that. But, you know, I think as African Americans, sometimes we're not loud enough. You know, every other culture has their own flag, and I don't know if you knew this, but African Americans have an African American heritage flag that we could parade around like other cultures when it comes to Black History Month and things like that. But I think also that, you know, it's a time and a place to be, you know, too loud or too silent or whatever, because, you know, now sexually, I would say, you know, things are getting blurred these days.
Blurred.
You know what I mean? JCann was just telling me how he was hollering in the bed. No, I'm just.
We ain't doing that.
It's all jokes, man. But you know, to each his own, man. Whatever floats your boat, whatever, as long as it's not hurting anybody, man. You know, everybody got their own thing going on. You know what I mean? I guess when it comes to sexuality, I don't know if it's just out in the open or behind closed doors. You know, however you want to boast your energy, that's on you.
Yeah.
All right, JCann, let's hear from you.
Well, first, I think Blaine said it. He said it the best, man. He said it right. It's just a time and a place for everything. Like, when you show up dressed like a bisexual man or whatever, like Blaine did today. It's a joke.
It's how we play.
My brother, that's all.
I don't know how bisexual dress.
He about to get canceled.
It's like corduroys and a silk shirt.
That's the curls,
Section in the
whatever.
mall?
It always starts with a baby chain. That's what it does.
But no, on a serious note, man, like you say, it's a time and a place for everything, man. You know, you don't want to be into a prestigious event and coming in too loud or too bold, whatever, if it's your skin color or your sexuality. It's just, like you say, time and a place for everything.
And I think the BET Awards was a perfect example with the ladies dancing out in the crowd and the pastor sitting next there, you know, right next to him. I understand it was the latest song that was playing through the event, but you know what I mean?
It's the BET Award. It was a time and a place.
The EBT Awards is what they say.
The levels was mixed up.
The food stamps.
Oh.
The food stamp awards. I love that.
Yeah, that was.
It's a bit much.
So, but are you backtracking? Because you said there's never time that you.
Well,
Yeah.
no, so I'm just saying, I was more so talking about the sexuality part,
TTT.
that, you know, I know that there's been a lot of, like, flack, especially with flamboyant men that I know about, where it's, you know, oh, they just doing too much and they in public and all this, and it's like, but what do you want them to be, you know, wear bisexual shirts, like, in the public? And then, I'm sorry, it's all jokes. but seriously, so that's the part I was talking about. Now, I am also the same person that, with being loud in public, I'm probably the person that I'm like, they real loud in here, like, depending on the place. But I feel like if we are in an establishment that calls for that, I'm going to be loud if I want to. Don't look at me crazy, because I'm going to be loud.
All right. We want to thank you guys for joining us, and we're going to continue with Funny Azz Fridays in just a moment here in the Factor Uncensored. Our next topic, adults with iPads like kids. Maybe they're referring to this. That's a Samsung phone. We'll be back with more Factor in just a moment. Stay with us.
This is the isiah-factor-uncensored Funny Azz Friday.
And welcome back to the second half hour of the Factor Uncensored, this Funny Azz Friday. And we're coming to you from the Improv right here in Houston, and we'd like to thank our hosts for hosting us here for Funny Azz Friday here on the Factor Uncensored. So, guys, our comedians are back. Good to see you again. And on the list now, people physically upgrading after a breakup, meaning if they've been dumped, they run out and they get plastic surgery, they go out and buy more clothes, they lose weight. What are your thoughts on that, Jamie?
I mean, I feel like every time that I go through a breakup, I cry my eyes out, and then I'm dehydrated. And when I'm dehydrated, I look cut up. I look amazing. Nothing makes you as sexy as sadness. So I highly recommend it to everybody. You can't eat, you can't drink, you can't sleep. You will be like a physical specimen from the gods. Sadness, y'all, sadness.
Thanks.
Let's talk about it, Bob.
My strategy after a breakup is to go and find somebody who looks exactly the same as the person I broke up with. And then make the other person jealous that way, but never improve myself.
And why not? Why not?
Because that's too hard. That's more than I want to do.
Physically upgrading the person he hooks up with.
JCann, what about you?
After a breakup, man, however much they weigh, that's how much weight I lost by letting them go. So I don't mind after a breakup. I normally get in the gym after the breakup, take my mind off things. That's why I'm looking as good as I am right now. Just got broken up. Yeah, preparing to be somebody's daddy. She, had to go to dialysis. We had to separate.
And of course, there is a woman who did $37,000 in plastic surgery after breaking up with her ex to make him jealous.
How much?
$37,000 in plastic surgery after breaking up with her ex to make him jealous. Would you guys, is that even logical to any of you?
I'm trying to think how much I make at my job. I'm like, how many hours am I putting in just to make this dude jealous? He's living rent-free in her head. Like, she needs to cut that out.
$37,000. I won't even spend $37 on a T-shirt after I break up. $37,000.
People are willing to go to the extreme to make the other person jealous.
So did it work, though?
No, I don't think so.
You just wasted $37,000 and your face not real.
Learn a lesson from your past mistakes. That never works. And from other people's past mistakes, it's not going to make you happy at the end of the day. Get to the gym, get your head right.
Cry.
Eat some Ben & Jerry's.
Or just stay together forever and
Thug it up.
Hate each other.
Yeah, just live in hate. Just wait till the other person dies first.
When you're breaking up with someone, 9 times out of 10, is it looks or is it that person, their personality? They're the problem.
I mean, this might be not okay in this group, but I think women care a lot less about looks than men. I think, I mean, not in their own, I'm talking about in their partner, right?
Oh, okay.
So like women don't choose a male partner because of attractiveness. I feel like we're better than y'all. We care more about the important qualities in a partner. Of course, we want to look good, and there's a whole bunch of reasons in society for that I think are kind of messed up. But I think when we choose a partner, we actually go for a little bit more depth. So shout out to the women for, caring about the right things.
In other words, when they choose a partner, they don't go for looks. But when they decide to cheat, that's what they're looking for.
Is that accurate?
Zach has some issues that he knew about. He's just giving out his own dirty laundry right now. What happened to you, JCann?
We talk off camera.
How about it, Bob?
I think it's a little scary being over 40 and being a gay man. I think gay men have a lot of the same beauty standard issues as women. As far as,
Explain that for those who missed it.
I don't want to go back to, you know, these gay bars like the Ripcord or Barcode or Crocker Bar and stand in the back of the bar looking at people pass me by like I'm a gas station hot dog. Just doesn't want.
These men are fit. They are fit. These gay men look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's my last segment. Blame
So,
her earlier talking.
JCann, with her saying that women are not looking for that partner who is in shape, do you dump the gym membership now and you just hope that one pick you?
You get more women in the gym than you do anywhere else. Fellas, if you're listening, go to the gym. I guarantee you walk out there with partners.
same with the bathhouse.
With an S.
What do you call them, JCann?
Partners.
Jamie, does that work at the gym, or people, you know, are you looking for a JCann
I'm
at
an
the
old
gym?
married lady. I don't know. I'm an old. If I was single tomorrow, I'd go on J-Date and just find a nice Jewish boy.
Oh, but just think, you've been married for 20 years, and then y'all having a rough patch, and you go to the gym, and you see me in there with that muscle shirt on, and I'm cut and ripped, and I'm sweaty. You're gonna be like, oh my God.
Sounds tempting.
Most confident man alive. I'm gonna go to the library. What am I gonna do at the gym? Like,
Then what if I'm reading a book and my arms just blazing?
okay, it's a nice combo. Now you're putting a visual in my head I can get behind. All right.
Thank you, guys. We have more Funny Azz Fridays on the way on the Factor Uncensored. We're talking about adults being iPad kids when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Factor Uncensored on this Funny Azz Friday. We're here at the Houston Improv. Now, the next thing up, you know, Blame and I are electronic geeks. And the next topic is adults being iPad kids. And we're talking about individuals who you may be having a conversation with, but they're on their phone. They're on their phone and they're adults behaving like kids with iPads. Jamie, let's hear from you.
Well, I feel personally attacked by you. Because actually, I don't have my phone near me right now, and I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I am that iPad adult. Like, I am in a relationship with my phone. If you think about it, like, I sleep next to my phone. I eat next to my phone. I think the only upgrade the phone needs is it just needs a better vibration, and then it'll be full boyfriend. No?
That was a good one. That was
Don't
good.
get mad.
Well,
I'm not
Trinity,
wrong.
where's your flip phone?
I ain't got no. Y'all little droidies. I mean, they cute. Here's an airplane, but it's whatever. I think I'm gonna be honest. So with the phone, I try to stay engaged, but a lot of times my mind is like, stay engaged, stay engaged, stay engaged. And I think it's part of my ADHD. I diagnosed myself that sometimes I'm just really like, I'm about to grab your phone and start looking, but probably can't swipe in yours. But I think it's just a thing that a lot of people that maybe have a little social anxiety kind of do. Because if I'm at a place by myself, I am on fake phone calls with everybody. I'm like, girl, you so stupid. I ain't doing nothing but playing tic-tac-toe. Like, nothing. Just trying to, that's it. That's all I got.
What do you have, Blame?
Man, I think it's just, so, you know, with every technological advance, it's a, yeah, with every technological advance, I think there are side effects to it, and it just comes to a point to where I think people are just kind of disconnecting because we want to be entertained all the time, whether it's in the car and we driving, or, you know what I mean, you taking your, nobody takes the newspaper to the restroom anymore. It's their cell phone now, you know what I mean? And it's just, I think a lot of people are just missing out on the world, like life is passing them by because we still got our heads down these days, you know what I mean? So I think at some point we have to pay attention as, I guess, quote unquote iPad adults, because we passing it on to these kids and they're following suit, watching our behaviors, you know what I mean?
So quiet though.
Yeah, man, I think everybody needs a little screen time out, you know what I mean, these days, you know what I mean?
And do you think, Trinity, this could be individuals who may be afraid to engage with others?
Yeah.
You know,
I think so. I think people, they struggle with holding conversations, and so they pull out the phones, or you know, they're literally trying to stay engaged, like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. But some people get uncomfortable, especially like with eye contact, like you ain't broke yet, like it's actually kind of making me nervous. You know, but he just, I mean, we are in eyes, like t. But no, but seriously, I think some people, especially adults, we get uncomfortable, and so our phones, like she says, our baby, our boyfriend, clearly, you know, but we get into that space, and that's our comfort zone. Is the phones, like, because everything is in those phones now.
and Jamie, is it possible that adults are regressing?
Yeah, so I was literally just about to say, it's ironic because yes, you can use it for social anxiety in all reality. I definitely do that. I'm a comic, I have issues. It's nice to be able to have that, but it makes it worse, not better. So if you have social anxiety and you're always on your phone, that's not going to help you get rid of it. That's not going to help you work on it. It's going to be, you can use it as a crutch, and then you start realizing that you can't go anywhere without it. You're not good at holding a conversation. So I think that you can actually make your social anxiety worse. And then we have TikTok culture and these things where we're entertained with these quick videos. You got to get to this really quickly. Nobody has an attention span anymore. And so I think that the problem is just getting worse. It's like a ball rolling down a hill, and you gotta cut yourself off. Actually, apps have ways to set time limits on yourself now. So that's a good way to like set an hour-and-a-half time limit a day.
Take them all.
And of course, we've seen kids really quick who've beat their teachers' asses for taking their phones away.
There we go. I told you.
Yeah, I think it's I think there has to be a social responsibility when it comes to technology and these phones and entertainment and all that stuff, just because, you know what I mean, we've been saying, it's a disconnect, and people, you know what I mean, I think it's almost like borderline disrespectful that we can't live in the moment. We have to be entertained at all given circumstances.
Thank you, guys. We'll have more Funny Azz Friday on the way, a stand-up coming your way, Bob Morrseiy, so stand by for that on Funny Azz Friday. Don't go anywhere.
isiah-factor-uncensored. Funny Azz Friday.
And welcome back to Funny Azz Fridays here at the Houston Improv. Our next comedian coming up is a new face here on the Factor Uncensored, Bob Morrseiy. He produces and performs on the successful show every other Monday at The Secret Group, which means he is homeless. Now, he also hosts a podcast called The Healing Club. Let's give it up for Bob, y'all. Bob.
Woo! I don't really like talking to people. Yeah, I mean, who does, right? I got into an Uber the other day, and the Uber driver was singing when he got into the car. When I got in the car, he was singing, "Unbreak my heart, say you love me again, undo this hurt you cause what you There was no radio. He was just, I was proud of him. I was like, okay, but I didn't want to talk to him. Let's see, not to get too political, but are there any women in the audience? Yeah. Oh, pivot. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I'll redeem myself. I'm a war veteran, and I joined the Army in June of 2001 because I owed my roommate $1,000. And then during basic training, 9/11 happened, and I was like, oh no. And then I was deployed to Iraq in 2003, and I was in a field artillery combat unit, and I was driving an LMTV 40-ton truck in a convoy, and I drove over an IED, an improvised explosive device. And there was a huge explosion, and now I'm gay. It was like, dudes. But everybody who survived was also gay, so it was pretty fun. But everybody who died gay. Okay. If you go to their tombstones at Arlington National Cemetery, they all say,
R.I.P. G-A-Y. LOL. All right, thank you.
Give it up for Bob. Great job, Bob. Great job, Bob. And we'll be back with more Factor Uncensored Funny Azz Friday from the Houston Improv, and we're talking about getting it off your chest. Stay with us here on The Factor. Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored Funny Azz Friday from the Houston Improv, and our guests are here, all the comedians. Good to see you. So we want to get you guys to tell us what's on your chest. Get it off of your chest. Chest. Trinity.
Who going for her? Me?
You, Trinity.
I thought you just want to say my name because I had
Pay attention.
I have ADHD. I needed to give me my phone. Mine is the Tamia line dance. I want to talk about it. Like, I feel like the people that know the Tamia line dance. Do you know the Tamia line dance?
I do not.
Thank you. Okay, so we all together.
I'm lost.
Do you know the Tamia?
Do not.
I feel like some of these other people around me know, and I feel like they think they better than us because they know the line dance. I tried it. I sprained my ankle like 3 times. Whatever happened to the Harlem Shuffle? It was a couple of moves, just slam, bow, and then we done.
Trinity, why didn't you ask me if I know the dance?
Shame on you.
I was coming back. My ADHD got me this way. Do you know
No
who Tamia line
justice, no
dance?
peace.
Do you even know who Tamia is, girl? It's okay. I don't like that line dance, but I'm going to learn about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, Blaine, what do you have to get off your chest?
Man, listen, I got to get off my chest, and you know, these female rappers with this over sexualized music, it is just getting so disgusting. Call me old.
Well, okay.
And degrading right now. You know what I mean?
Give us some examples of who you're talking
you might
about.
have to. I don't know who sang the song, but it was the girl from the BET Awards that said, "My JJ pink and my booty hole brown." I'm looking for the.
Is that a whole song?
Oh, and I'm being politically correct, trying to, you know, I know we on TV, but it's just some of these songs that they playing on the radio, that they playing on satellite radio, is just they over-sexualizing the black females, man, and I'm over it. It's disgusting. It's not
Trinity,
music.
did you just smile?
I'm looking for the whores.
Listen, man, and I really hate that these radio stations is really supporting this, like, and putting this out and putting this to the mainstream media, because they don't care nothing about the youth and they just over-sexualizing these kids, man.
Now, would that actually make it on the radio, terrestrial
It's
radio?
on the radio.
Or are you talking about satellite?
No, it's on the radio. 97.9.
She even did a high school.
Don't do that. Don't you mess with our sponsors. Don't do that. Don't talk about them.
Okay, well, listen. I apologize.
She went to high school.
It's on the hip-hop station. No names given. Listen, it's everywhere, man. Streaming services.
But she went to a high school, too.
Huh?
She's been at a high school. She rapped the song at a high school.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm sure they got a clean or edited version.
Can't really clean that one up.
And listen, I just have to get it out of my
Just one
chest.
big bleep.
Yeah.
Listen.
The whole song is a
You never heard the song, Isaiah?
Never heard the song.
I'll play it for y'all, fam.
Okay, got it. All right, Jamie, what's on your chest? And you want to get it off?
Not much.
She'll be here all week, folks.
It's true. No, but I am Jewish, so I have a lot to complain about. I like to complain. Listen, customer service has gotten so bad. Ooh. I am sick of screaming representative into my phone. I just want somebody. I work so many customer service jobs, and here's the big secret. Just pretend to help. Just don't transfer me 78,000 times. I can't listen to your, and if you're gonna put hold music on, don't make it smooth jazz. I can't listen to that anymore. So I want one person, otherwise, bring in ChatGPT to take over your job, because they're going to do a better job than you. Just help me when I call. Please do one thing to help me and don't transfer my call.
Great.
And so, are you guys also ticked off, because I'm ticked off about paying tips to machines and there are no people there and they're asking you 20, 25, and there's no damn person anywhere to be found?
They ain't getting it. That's all I got. To me, and then even when you're picking up your food, they look like, see, you just gonna be cheap. And I'm like, because I paid, I'm just picking it up, right? I'm gonna give you $2 though. But not the machines.
Do you feel guilt?
I do
into
feel
the
guilty.
$2?
Yes. And I'm like, I'm gonna take my little $2. I was gonna go to the store with that, but
Well, you know, you shouldn't have to pay a tip for takeout. Like, certain places, like I'm a fan of the Waffle House, you know what I mean? They add their little
Are
tip
they
in
still
there.
open?
Waffle House? How dare you? You know what I mean? You know, it's nothing like seeing your food cooked in front of you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just,
You don't
it's
have to
just
tip in
home.
Europe. You don't have to tip in Europe.
Well, hey, we not in
It's
Europe.
offensive to tip in.
Yeah, it is offensive.
Wow.
Seriously. I tried and it was, I mean, I don't know what she was saying, but I know she called me the B word. I know she did. And I was like, Teşekkürler. That was the only thank you. That was the only word I know in Turkish. Thank you.
What about you, Jamie, when you have to tip, say, a kiosk or a machine, and you're just getting a sandwich out of wherever, but there's no person there working?
I worked service industry jobs too forever, and I get it. Tip, if you're gonna go out to eat, tip. But the online stuff, I ordered slides online. It was like, you know, $26 slides, and then it got to the final thing. I put in my credit card information, and then it said, would you like to tip this cloud slide team? I was like, who? I bought this online. Who is this? Am I tipping the bot? Am I just paying extra for these? It's like, we suggest 30%. You suggest 30%? It is wild. Yeah. I'm totally against anything. If it's not a live human being that I see them doing something, nah.
This is the part I hate about tipping. If I go to the grocery store, I'm at Kroger, and they asking for donations to, why I got to donate? Y'all the business. Why don't y'all donate? Y'all selling stuff.
Thank you, guys. And we've had a great time here at the Houston Improv. We want to thank them for allowing us to do Funny Azz Friday here. And, of course, we want to thank all of the comedians and the stand-ups who performed tonight here on The Factor Uncensored, and follow us on social media. Good night. Everybody wave. Good night, all. Good night.
Bye, y'all.